Hello children, in the last video we had seen about real numbers. Yes, what were the real numbers? It was a collection of rational numbers and irrational numbers. Yes, also decimal expansion of rational and irrational we had seen. Decimal expansion of rational numbers is terminating or non-terminating repeating. Repeating is also called as recurring. That means if I write it as 2.15, okay, that means what? 2.15 is terminating decimal expansion. It has terminating decimal expansion. If I write it as 1.2121 and so on, that means it is non-terminating and repeating. Okay, that means I can write the same number as 21 bar. Is it clear? So that is your rational number decimal expansion is always terminating or non-terminating repeating. For irrational numbers, we have non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay, that means if I write it as 2.1234 and so on. Okay, is it non-terminating? Yes. Is it non-repeating? Yes. No factor is repeating. So it will be what? It will be a irrational number. Okay. Next. Again, in 8th standard, you have come across your rational numbers satisfy your commutative property, associative and distributive laws for addition. Commutative property, what it was? If I write 1 plus 2, I can say it is same as 2 plus 1 itself. That is your commutative property. A plus B is same as B plus A. Then associative property, what it was? A plus B plus C is same as A plus B plus C. Yes? Do you remember that? Okay. Then distributive property. For distributive property over addition, distributive property, I'll be having suppose A into B plus C. I can write it as A into B plus A into C. That was your distributive property. Okay. Then again closure property was satisfied. Closure property was what? That means if I add any two rational numbers, I will get rational itself. If I multiply any two rational numbers, I will get a rational number itself. Similarly for your subtraction. Similarly, division also closure property is satisfied except for 0. Because if I divide 5 by 0, 5 is rational, 0 is also rational. But if I divide 5 by 0, it is not a rational number. It is not defined. Okay? And hence, for division except 0, that closure property is satisfied. So what we can say is, if we add, multiply, divide except 0, then any two rational numbers, we are getting what? Rational numbers itself. Okay? Now we'll see for if I am going to add an irrational number with a rational number, what happens? Now see root 2 is an irrational. Since the value of root 2, it is 1.414213 and so on. Non-terminating and non-repeating. Okay. Suppose if I add any rational number to this number. If I am adding 4 plus root 2, my root 2 value is this. I'll be just adding 4 to it. 4.000 it is. So 4 plus 1 it is 5. The rest factor will be as it is. So I'll get the answer as 5.414213 so on. That means my expansion is what? Decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-repeating. And hence what can I say? That is irrational number. Okay. So if I add a rational number with irrational. I got in this case as what? I got in this case as irrational number. So if we add rational and irrational, it is always irrational number. Similarly, if we multiply a rational number to irrational number, we will get always what? Irrational number itself. See, root 3 value is this. If I am going to multiply 2 to root 3, as usual multiplication, okay, 2 into 7, 14, 1 carry, 2 5s are 10, 1, so 11, okay. So repeat it and you will get this as the answer. 3.464285714 and so on. That means it is what? Non-terminating and non-repeating. So again it is a irrational number. So what we had got? Addition and multiplication of a rational and irrational is always irrational number itself. Okay. Next, we are going to see how to add real numbers. That means how to add irrational numbers. And we are going to check whether if I add any two irrational numbers or if I subtract any two irrational numbers, whether I am going to get irrational or rational numbers. Okay. Now these two are irrational numbers itself. I have added this two. How I can add is here same terms. Same terms means what? Which are having the similar terms. If I had x plus y, I am adding with 2x plus 4. What we did? X terms were taken together. Okay, so here it is x plus 2x, you will get as 3x. No y terms means I will be writing y as it is. No constant terms, so I will be writing constant as it is. Same case. Here my irrational is what? Root 2. Okay, so root 2 terms along with the coefficient should be taken to one bracket, and without that root it should be taken to another bracket. That means rational together and irrational together. So which are the rational numbers? I am having it as 1 plus 2, okay, plus since root 2 is common, I have written that root 2 outside. Now check the coefficient of this root 2. You should write along with the sign. Now here plus 1, so it is 1, here plus 3, okay. So I'll get 1 plus 2 as 3. Root 2 into 3 plus 1 is 4. So what is the answer? 3 plus 4 root 2. Okay. And it is what? It is an irrational number. Since root 2 is irrational, we had seen multiplication of rational and irrational is irrational. Again, addition of rational with irrational is irrational number. Okay, is it clear? Same example, similar example. These two numbers are irrational. We are going to add it. What we should do? Separate your rational in one bracket, irrational in the other bracket. So 5 plus 6 together, in between plus sign, then which is that irrational number? Root 6. Common factor I have to write outside. See the coefficients of root 6 is what? Minus 3, and here it is 2. Okay. So that is written, then 5 plus 6, 11. Root 6 into minus 3 into 2, I'll be getting as minus 1. So last answer I'll have 11 minus root 6. Okay. And it is an irrational number. Okay. Now next, similarly, we are going to add. Just think over it. Yes, 19 plus 2 will be in one bracket. Root 7 will be outside. Here coefficient is 3. Here the coefficient is what? Minus 3. Write it as it is. So 19 plus 2, 21. Then 3 minus 3 is what? 0. So I'll get the answer as 21 plus 0. That is 21. Now tell whether 21 is a rational or irrational. It is a rational number. In the previous examples we got sum of two irrational is irrational. Here I got sum of two irrational is a rational number. That means I cannot state the property for sum of any two irrational. I cannot state directly. What we can say is sum of any two irrational may or may not be irrational. I cannot tell 100%. Okay. Now we'll see the subtraction of irrational numbers. See how it is. I have to subtract 7 minus root 7 from this number. Okay. Now suppose if I want to subtract 2 from 5. How will you write? From 5. So I have to write 5 first and then 2. 5 minus 2 it is. Okay. Similarly, in this case, what it is from this number. So that should be written first. Okay. Then minus sign and then the first number. Okay. Most of the time, your mistake is done at this step. So that is the important one step. Then whenever you have minus, that time what you should do is simplify this bracket. Okay, multiply that negative sign to that next bracket. So plus 7 into minus 7, you will get it as minus 7. Minus into minus, you will have it as plus. Okay, whenever you have negative sign, multiply negative sign inside the bracket. Okay, so now our usual step. Take your rational numbers together. So 5 minus 7. Now in between, always write their plus sign. Okay. Then the coefficient of root 17, I have to write it inside. So it is what? Minus 2 plus 1 root 17. And I'll get the answer as minus 2 minus root 17. So what is the answer there? It is an irrational number. So if I subtracted 2 irrational, I have got in this case irrational. Now see here, subtract this from 7 minus root 19. So which should be written first? 7 minus root 19. That I have written it here. Then minus of that. Whenever you have negative sign, multiply negative inside. So 13 minus, it will be minus 13. Minus into minus becomes plus. Okay. Then what is the step? Take your rational numbers together and irrational together. So here root 19, coefficient of this is minus 1. Coefficient of this is plus 1. Whenever nothing is there, it is always your 1. Take along with the sign. Here nothing, but minus is there, so I have written minus 1. So did I get the answer as minus 6? And minus 6 is what? It is a rational number. So again we cannot say whether your sum difference between any two irrational numbers, it will be what? May or may not be rational number. Sorry, may or may not be irrational number. And this is the homework. Try these 4 problems and submit it so that I can correct it. Okay. Hope this part is clear to you, whatever is taught. Thank you.